in general, what a matchup we've got here. XSET, not finishing past 4th place. Me was talking about it on the desk in 4 major events. In fact, the last time they played in a major event, it was Cloud9 that knocked them out in the last chance qualifier.
And Cloud9 went on to win that event as well. Let's take a look at their pistol rounds overall. It's been slightly favored towards XSET if you look at their stats across VCT, but Cloud9 won 5 out of 6 recently against V1, so they've clearly been hitting the lab to some degree. And this raise from Leaf is definitely different. It should bolster their defensive side pretty heavily, but it's going to be Mitch that sees contact first.
Ooh, a couple of shots whiffing there. $300 down the drain.
Get some information, but his rendezvous takes him all the way across the map over to Garage. It has slowed down XSET though.
Yeah, they're playing this very cautiously.
And Mitch is now prodding for more information from mid.
He's going to be looking around for something. Def also was lurking play style. You can see the drone supporting him here, seeing if they can spot out somebody. Leaf ends up using the nade and the dog at the same time to try and push them away. So trading that utility.
And that's how powerful that raise nade is. I mean, compare that to the jet utility that he would have available. That's garage control completely. But it doesn't look like Cloud9 are really pivoting here. They are just playing a full A retake setup right now. XSET go for a pretty classic pistol round look. Take A short, or at least pressure A short. Go back towards garage, end A.
Yeah, it's going to be the free side for them, so they would get that spike down.
There's a pretty big flank going on here, though, Bren, and Vanity still has the paranoia available. If Leaf can find a kill here...
Right around the corner, he's just going to be rushing them down with the ghost in hand. 2 picks. Nade regenerated. He runs around the corner, but does not clear out Def. Hiding, biding his time, and Aaron, well, he's locked this one down. Still, he's flashed and blind. Up around the corner. Def, last man standing, not enough to try and close it out. Going to be a quick retake there from Cloud9, a quick round win and a pistol round win for them on top of it.
And already a bit of a weird pace to the match, right? Pistol round starts out with Mitch taking those early contacts, Leaf holding more towards the C side of the map where you'd expect him to be challenging early angles on A if he was playing Jet.
But it seems like Cloud9, obviously, adjustments being made. They're still running heavy presence in terms of their players over towards that A side of the map, just to try and threaten a little bit, I suppose, towards that A lobby area.
Yeah, this is one of those rounds where it's just really useful to get a figure out of what the defenders are really doing. So where are they putting down those trademarks? Where is Mitch normally playing? Yeah. Where's Leaf normally playing?
Any information you can gather. So
it's so useful.
IGL, come up with a plan a little bit later.
Oh, Vanity seeing some footsies.
Yeah, spots out the feet. Quick little swing there. Mitch obviously teleports away.
And this is going to be pretty difficult. Def loves buying the Marshal on these second rounds. He is deadly with it. And of course, this is a different role for him to be playing. He does pick up the Sentinel quite a bit. But as of yet, in the new patch, he has not played a single different smoker. He's just been on Astra, or he plays Cypher, Chamber, KJ.
Like Cloud9. Okay, they're going to be ready for this one. XSET was setting up for potentially a quick little burst into the A side, but holding on top of the boxes. Vanity getting that one. Quick little smoke as well. Def potentially looks to try and take a timing here. Flash through the smoke as they push all the way into the side. Still a quick shot. That's Def taking down Mitch, but Cloud9 had a weaponry in hand. Find themselves coming.
But it looks like they're grouping up for a 4-person bonus round push into A lobby.
I mean, this is... You see a lot of teams do this. Yep, stun comes through. All the way pushing deep into A lobby. Is there anything from XSET that they might try to push this away? They're playing so passive.
You think about Cryo here, though. He's worried that Leaf could still be holding inside Garage. And Leaf, in fact, is part of this A lobby push, and they're going all the way into Garden.
Yeah. Well, Cloud9 taking all of this space currently through A lobby. It's an instant reaction from XSET still. They're not ready for Zephyr, just working his way into mid. The Spectre in hand. Oh, he's spraying down 2 of the players. Aaron tries to catch up and keep up the pressure that Cloud9 have applied. A little too late, though, and a quick little jump. I mean, it felt like Leaf was in mid-air then when he got that
map pull around. So Cloud9 have got a great map 1 and map 3. Barlow was talking about it on the desk. This does look significantly advantage towards Cloud9 coming out. But they need this kind of good start. You have to win on the maps where you're supposed to win.
Absolutely. Cloud9 though, such a dangerous team, I feel like. You never know what to expect with them, even on maps they're not too comfortable with.
They're incredibly flexible as well.
This is Def just trying to get a bit of information, trying to find a setup, maybe a pick. Doesn't quite get that pick there onto Vanity, though. While this is going on, a bit of space gained here for XSET, actually committing the Trailblazer just to see if they can clear out short. Don't spot anybody.
But this is XSET with a pretty free A site. Wow. Oh, that's a bit of a dodgy brim smoke. Aaron doesn't play the brim all too often.
Spike's down. Molly to try and push them away. They really would like to get that plant down. Nice little shot guard just to push them away. There's pressure being applied though from Cloud9, and the retake, well, it's going to start to come in pretty quickly as the flank from Vanity comes from the back. Trying to coordinate this one with Leaf falling. It's a bit of a dangerous situation for them. Instantly BCJ though, able to quick turn around the 180. Headshot there onto Vanity, right around the corner. Marshall and hand not enough to get that pick, and yeah, easily done again with the gun difference. Still, plant down on the ground for XSET, a bit more money to work with as they head into that next round.
Aaron actually invested his brim ult into the midst of all of that to stop the Cloud9 retake coming through. Monster.
He's been amazing, and it's really kind of enabled XSET to be the team that we know that they've always been capable of.
Here they see the stun. They might be worried that Cloud9 are going for a bit of a push attempt. In fact, Cloud9 did have 3-4 players grouped up over on A. But they're not going for that same level of aggression that they did in round 3.
This is really interesting, actually. Vanity does a really kind of deep out smoke at that garage. You can see it just poking out.
Yeah.
So it's threatening kind of either to lurk through, could be hidden in any sort of areas, but it looks like XSET just want to go for the wholesale hit straight into C. The utility dumped in. You see that dart as well. What a satchel from Leaf!
That was a bizarre one. Almost got caught by the brim molly as well, but he got juggled up in the air.
Yeah,
Cryo cells. He actually hit a headshot through the box as well. That's why Leaf is so weak. But that was a weird kind of scenario, and they do get the plant down. This is another retake for Cloud9.
Yep. Playing it out. Leaf quite low. Heal available for him. Just gonna get popped up here just before they end up trying to take this retake. Interesting smoke, a little bit of a one-way off to the side. The fault line catches onto so many targets, and Cloud9 is looking pretty clinical. Still, XSET need to hold this one down, but it's all up to Aaron. It's a 2v1, and not enough as he swings into the two players of Cloud9 in the back of the site. Another retake successful for Cloud9. Another win here, shutting down one gun round from XSET when they're just looking for something to happen, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. That would require them to maybe save a bit of Zekan's utility, something like that. Still have Cryo cells alive for the post.
Well, this is slightly different here. You can see Cryo wants to try and fight over the A lobby control, or at least disrespect it, but speaking of disrespect, I mean, Vanity is just literally contacted all the way in.
Running around with his knife out as well.
I mean, TP's the safety, but BCJ does make it the 1-for-1.
And Leaf swung to try and help Vanity as he was getting a bit panicked there in that situation. So that is the star player down for Cloud9. Maybe this can be a round where we see Cryo cells really flex his muscles.
Trademark gone. Trailblazer destroyed. Mitch straight up onto the high ground. Tries to go for the shot. Here still Zephyr at the back of the site. He does get the one, but not before Cryo finally got his footing into the back of this site. The plan coming through. Cloud9 with a lot of utility to try and play this retake. You can see that fault line sent all the way through. The smoke from Vanity. Now to flash into the back. So just want to try and push them away. Vanity, though, he's found Cryo. Mitch with the up from the high ground. Has to try and do some damage. Decken swinging around the corner, but not enough. Mitch shuts him down, just holding that high ground situation there. The crossfire was excellent for them. And another round on the board for Cloud9. These retakes, it's been so close, but XSET just cannot hold on to these post plants.
It is, too. He's got a great read on the game.
XSET have got to cook up something a little bit different here. Gonna have rifles online, including the knives from Cryo, so effectively a full buy. He's so pushed forwards here to try and set up a couple of plays. He tries to get back out, but again, it's the difference maker. Still, XSET are deep into C. The distraction players, they were just trying to push through into mid, and this time, okay, Cryo was teasing the idea of potentially pushing forward, but he just wanted to grab that gun. The operator, quick little pop flash through the smoke. And Zephyr is capitalizing, he's taking advantage of it. The spike's still not planted. There's a lot of chaos just being injected into this one. Zephyr!
It can't be.
What is that? Disgusting 4 kills for him.
He knows the spike is
Death
down.
is so low, man. This is set up. It's primed for the ace here.
This was a 2v5 situation.
How?
With Cloud9 coming in to try and deny the plant in the same scenario. It should have been XSETs. It had to be XSETs. If they can't win a 5v2, what can they win?
Man, Zeppa's playing this so well. Plays the one angle. He's not opened himself up to any lurk that Def might try and make happen.
They also know that they did this damage to Def earlier on, so Zeppa's perfectly aware of how much health he's working with, and he has a perfect angle onto the spike as well.
Spike. Def's got no utility to work with.
It's just got to be a crazy shot from Def to keep his team in it.
It's the only way. And it's just not going to be possible. The ace for Zeppa, man.
Cool under all of that pressure. And honestly, the pressure is mounting on the other side. A 7-0 deficit with XSET getting aced in a round where they were 5-2 up.
Yeah.
How many more advantages can they create?
They used their timeout earlier. It's not available just yet. You can see Def's just... he's got his cam up. He's searching for potentially an angle to maybe get a pick from somebody pushing a bit too deep there, but they also start to pressure towards the garage area. XSET have worked their way in towards there, and Cryo is lurking through with a rifle in hand. Zeta more than aware, though, that this could be a possibility.
Cryo was pretty big for them in that previous round to at least set them up for a round they should have won. See if he can find them a pick. Somebody around there. Def challenging against Mitch, but Mitch is still happy to take the repeat. Cryo's been pushed away from top garage.
Yeah. So now fights, the spam.
Just spamming through the smoke.
XSET left wondering, how do we do this one here? They're actually taking a split approach. The TP was cancelled. That was the ultimate from Vanity, because look at this. On the other side of things, a Zekken, still Zeppa holding it down, and Zekken is just left alone, rifle in hand. He was trying to make something happen, maybe catch a rotation as his team pressured towards A. With the spike down, 20 seconds left, there's not too much he can do. Doesn't have money, I believe, for a buy into the next round. Maybe just looks to... I don't really even know.
Yeah,
I mean, he knows.
You can't do any damage to the Cloud9 the next sets. I think another factor to consider here is that Cloud9 look like they've got something to prove after losing. They lost to Optic in that upper bracket, and they've come out with a vengeance against XSET.
Yeah, you don't want to be denied.
You just happen to be in Cloud9's way right now.
Vanity wants to be back in Iceland. Hot Springs, he can feel it calling for him, but still XSET going to do something to try and dissuade it. Already straight into B, but it's going to be the Rolling Thunder to again push them back. Cryo is trying to play in the smoke to see if he can catch a cheeky angle. Shut down once more. Pushed away from the B attempt. Leaf? Okay.
That's a big kill. Def using his ultimate as well gives them some information. They know there's only one player over by A, but they're in fact choosing to pivot the spike over towards a C push by the look of it.
They've slowed it down, but now it looks like they want to try and go for this split C. The spike's moving over towards it. Def with another fantastic pick. He has really opened up this round for his team. The Seekers, going to get them good information. They know that nobody's leaning towards the C side. How is Def finding these picks, man? The guy is a menace eventually. Shut down by Mitch. Zeta. Oh, quick little swing through. That's going to be the spike. Drop down onto the ground.
Another round, Bren, where XSET are up players in a post plant, and Zeta is making them pay for it. This is back to a 2v2.
Remote now to try and cut them across, though. That's going to be popped off just in case they try and play it forward. Swinging around the corner, Mitch. Quick scope in. Second goes down, and it just plays right into the crosshair. XSET just out of sorts, man. Able to get into these sites, even with Def finding opening after opening. It's just not enough for them.
They just can't win. They find picks. This is what happens when you lack confidence in the game. When Cloud9 have battered you for the first 6-7 rounds in a row, you start making more mistakes. A snowball occurs.
Stunning the nade. Def tries to lurk through. He's on 40 health. Is it going to be the quick C hit? Def looks to try and take the angle. The Hunter's Fury. BCJ desperate for a target.
And Def's looking at the minimap. He had to be.
Either the minimap or his cam, I'm not too sure. Could have been a bit of an observer bug. I'm not too certain, but either way, he goes down. Tries to find that timing. It's a quick pivot from XSET. They are desperate to try and claw any sort of rounds on board, but they leave short open. Leaf.
Look how good that nade is.
Out the nade to push them back. It's a dash into the smoke. Cryo, he's taking a bit of the side control, but he's still shutting them down. And Zeppa, well, he had the crossfire there with the rest of his team, and it's more than enough, man. This is
5. Over the course, actually plus 26 has been his average in the playoffs. Every match so far, he's finished plus 26 in kills to deaths.
Including in their loss against Optic, by the way.
Yep, he went plus 25 in that loss against Optic. And they are shutting Cryo down. He just can't find any openings. He's running into utility. He's getting caught at the beginning of the round. It's not his fault, but it's another symptom of the Cloud9 flattening that we're watching right now. They're just mincing XSET.
for XSET. No guns to work with, no space really gained either. They're in short, deep, flash around the corner. Zephyr has the Seekers though to try and push them away if he wanted to offload them. And he's going to do that. Right in the mid round, they're pushing up, taking the space off the back of it, looking for the picks.
And the paranoia came through all the way from B there. Vanity just shooting that one through. They're getting cheeky with it now, improving some little some little plays. They're not worried about losing the final 2 rounds. They've already got such an advantage, but I don't think XSET look like they're in a position to be able to win them anyway.
Yeah, XSET now, 30 seconds remaining. It looks like their hit's going towards the B site. It's a hard committal. Aftershock at the front of the site means that that plant is being denied. The spray down. Vanity not being denied. Phantom in hand. Much better weaponry once again. Quick little kill there for Death, but what can he really do? It's a 1v3.
Let him into another post plant. Why not?
Sure.
Pump those retake stats for Cloud9.
Mate, 2 bullets. You have to collapse somebody. It's just not even possible.
No, simply not doable. This is Cloud9 getting to 11.
Flattening, man.
I really thought this was going to be a close game, a back and forth, but Cloud9 are showing they're made of different stuff right now. They have been the pick. Now they look like they're in form to maybe win the tournament.
Yeah.
They are coming out with fire.
Really just shutting them down. Obviously, we'll stress that this is their map pick, but right now XSET cannot get anything going.
Yeah, it's so difficult to even come up with a plan at this point. And also very difficult to keep your head in the game. XSET, I'm sure they've been in situations like this. Of course they have. But the 4th place curse just seems inexorable. If you're down 11-0 and going into your map pick, it requires so much mental resilience to keep your focus.
And again, they get given the side for a bit. It looks like Cloud9.
And here comes the retake.
Okay, yeah. Not even a retake, just pushing them away from the side. Zekken. Let's collect 2 kills for them.
It's so nice. They wait for XSET to use all of their utility to exec in, and then they just crunch them. And here's Def on a big flank through spawn. He's made big plays in these rounds before. Had the closest opportunity to getting them around on the board with his 1v1 against Zephyr, but he's been spotted out. What is that awareness from Mitch?
Yeah. I don't even know if I want to repeat that into the tour de force. Brutal ultimate to just try and play into. Look at the fire rate on it.
He's no-scoping, I think.
Mate.
Prove that you're a top-level team. Now is the time to do it. Now is the time to showcase what you're made of.
Did they do it?
No, they lost 13-0.
Okay, well...
but maybe they can this time. Listen, it has been a brutal beginning to this series for XSET, but then they weren't banking on a win here. They were banking on a win in maps 2, maps 3. That's the path for XSET to be able to win this series. They were certainly hoping for it to be closer. As we see here, that's a good start. Cryo finding the first kill, and a bit of a whiff actually coming out from Zephyr as he ends up going down. It's only Mitch left. And this is what XSET needs to get back in the game.
Good start. Trip up as well, so Mitch really just can't. Oh, exactly where he is. Swing around the corner. How does he find that? But luckily the timing was there from Aaron. Okay, round on the...
Absolutely crucial, especially considering it's XSET's map pick. You need to be flowing. You need to be in the zone as you head into there. And what an interesting strat. Leaf actually overcooked that second satchel, I believe. I think he was supposed to just be flying straight into B.
Yeah, he went straight up into the air, trying to run through, and it's a quick retake there of that A lobby from XSET on the defense side. Just running at them with the better weaponry once more. Okay, Leaf jumping through skies with a classic right click, but spam through the smoke. Honestly, left alone. I don't know where he is. Takes the gun away, but ultimately another round here for XSET.
In fact, he went 5-13 just against Leaf. So Cloud9 have something that makes them really good against these Star Jet players. But Cryo is still managing to respond.
Okay.
These are good kills for him to be able to get.
Quick little wrap around, but at the end of the day, Zekken's got his back.
And that was in the pros' hands. It's like the Bulldog.
Yeah.
Never seen anyone use
it. Don't even give me a Bulldog. Don't let me touch it.
You haven't seen Durka use a Bulldog. All right, here they come, storming down A short. Stingers in hand everywhere. There's the paranoia as well. A lot of pressure on BCJ.
This. Yeah, that flash comes through Aftershock onto the corner. Now the dog to try and follow up. Cloud9. A couple of players now just about getting into sight. Fight's going to start to go down, and they are rewarded. They got that rifle in hand after bringing down a Rin. How was Vanity got that with the Bucky?
I think that was up in heaven, was it? He took the
Okay.
opportunity to fly up there.
Dangerous tidings for them. Cryo up in hand. It's a very difficult retake. Wants to try mark.
All he needs to do is buy time for Def. Just make some distraction, make some noise right now so they're not looking at him. But they've spotted his position.
That's
Def's still good for it.
There we go. Quick little shots rattled off. Def with the quick little 2K. A bit of fuse for them.
And this is looking pretty good. That was a bit of a tricky scenario. You were right. It's a 3v3 where you've given Leaf
So close to a lot of these very impactful ultimates and with the guns in hand.
and any small mistake from XSET is going to grab the map win over to Cloud9. See if they've got a plan here cooked up for Leaf's ultimate. He just got that with his death in the prior round. What a position for Mitch.
You're just holding. You're not really going to anticipate that on top of the box at all. Leaf, any sort of punish? Pops a showstopper right around the corner to spam through. Cloud9. Okay, they're not going to get as much that they were hoping for. Still, shut down. Zekken, though, is very weak. It is a 2v3. Line going to be rapidly taking this seaside. It's up to Zekken to see if he can find something, and it's just looking done and dusted at this point. BCJ is going to get spotted, I think, by that trademark, so they know exactly his positioning.
12-4 up. This would be an almighty 1v3 for BCJ to pull out. But it looks like,
oh, wow.
It looks like the end. They have the information where he's coming from. Vanity is in a cheeky off angle. The same kind of thing might close this round as one that started it. He does get scouted. This should set up BCJ.
He has to find his pick, though, and the swing is immaculate. Cloud9's just pure fundamentals. Their ideas coming into this map